It's 5 a.m. in Kailua-Kona, Hawaii on Saturday, October 18th, 2003. In less than 2 hours, these athletes will each begin a personal odyssey. They have come to the Big Island from all over the world for one reason: to fulfill their dreams of competing in the Ironman Triathlon World Championship, where each will attempt to swim 2.4 miles, bike 112 miles, and run 26.2 miles, all before midnight tonight. Right now, these triathletes are just numbers, stamped in black ink on their arms and legs. But by the end of today, those who succeed will have made a mark for themselves as Ironman finishers. As they prepare their bikes and gear, many are anxious, perhaps even doubtful. The months, even years of training will all come down to their performance on this day, and everyone knows it. The day of reckoning has arrived. As the first light of day breaks over Hualalai, the competitors are already checking in on Kailua Pier. The temperature this morning, a comfortable 70 degrees, 21 Celsius, with light winds and clear skies. A predicted swell did not arrive, and the ocean is calm. With less than 15 minutes until the start, most of the swimmers are either in the water or on the beach. Some loosen up with a few laps, while others wait pierside to jump in at the last minute. The water is churning with excitement as a record 1,649 swimmers prepare to surge ahead at the sound of the cannon. The 25th Ironman Triathlon World Championship is underway at 7 a.m. 2.4 miles is a long distance to swim by any account. But suddenly finding yourself in the middle of several thousand thrashing arms and kicking legs can be intimidating. Initiation to Ironman is swift and unforgiving. Tim DeBoom, the defending men's champion, is the early leader, with Monica Kaplan of Colorado leading the women. At the halfway point, Jan Sibersen of Germany has taken the lead and is setting a fast pace. Monica Kaplan continues to lead the women with fewer than 10 men ahead of her. The return leg is easier, as the field of swimmers is now stretched out across more than a mile. Jan Sibersen is first to finish the swim for the third year in a row. With a time of just 46 minutes and 50 seconds, he's only 6 seconds off the record. Japan's Hiroki Hikita has finished second. Amazingly, it's 47-year-old John Weston of Montana finishing third. Tim DeBoom of Colorado emerges from the water with a time of 49 minutes and 5 seconds. After leading the entire way, Monica Kaplan is the first woman to finish the swim with a time of 50 minutes, 28 seconds. Linda Gallo of California has finished second, and Uta Mukul of England is third, just ahead of Peter Reed. Swimmers will continue to stream in, running up the boat ramp and through the showers until the cutoff at 9:20 a.m. Jan Sibersen is looking fresh as he mounts his bike. He's the first rider to begin the 112-mile race. Tim DeBoom starts the bike in 5th place, but only 2 minutes behind the leader. Canada's Peter Reid and New Zealand's Cameron Brown start the bike determined to challenge Tim DeBoom for the title. Monica Kaplan is looking strong as she rides away. Former champion Lori Bowden of Canada seems relaxed and confident. She doesn't waste time in transition and quickly leads her bike away toward the starting line. As these exceptional athletes secure their helmets, mount their bikes, and stream out onto the course, we can only imagine the difficulties that lie ahead. From here, the Ironman finish line is still 138.2 miles away. Who will triumph, finishing first among the fittest to become the champion and claim the $100,000 prize? There are favorites, but this is the Ironman, and anything is possible. On Kuakini Highway, the ride seems fairly easy and pleasant. The morning air is cooled by a light ocean breeze as the cyclists cruise through the green hills above Kailua. Back in town, the bike race begins to heat up, along with the temperature, as riders speed through the hot corner. Athletes stand up on their bikes, pumping hard to keep pace, as they climb up Palani Road from Kuakini to the Queen Kaʻahumanu Highway. The easy part of the race is over, if there really was such a thing. Every Ironman competitor knows that the hot and barren lava fields of North Kona lie ahead. At this point, most riders get serious, locking into a methodical pace. A flat tire is frustrating for this rider as rivals sail by. It will be impossible to make up the lost time. With temperatures above 95 degrees Fahrenheit in the sun and humidity as high as 90%, dehydration and overheating are a constant threat. Replenishing fluids is crucial at every aid station. North Kona has one of the most barren and desolate landscapes on the island. 150 years ago, this was an active lava flow when Mauna Loa erupted routinely. The pavement passing beneath them, the riders ascend steadily on the road to North Kohala. This is the longest and most difficult stretch of the race. The sun is now high overhead, and the heat begins to radiate off the black lava like steam from boiling water. In these conditions, some may lose hope, but most will press on, putting these torturous miles behind them. With the island of Maui visible in the distance, Highway 270 leads riders north along the Kohala coast to Hawi. For those who've made it to Hawi, the return trip will be easier, descending nearly 650 feet to sea level. This part of the Ironman course offers breathtaking views of Mauna Kea and the Kona coastline. But these triathletes are not thinking about the scenery. This is all about strategy. Should they coast and conserve energy for the run, or pedal harder and faster to improve their time? These decisions could make or break them in the end. Remember, they still have to run a full marathon. Back in Kailua-Kona, Germany's Norman Stadler is first off the bike with a commanding 4-minute lead. Chris Lito of California and Australia's Chris McCormick lead the rest of a pack that includes Luke Bell, Tim DeBoom, Rutger Backe, Peter Reid, Thomas Hellriegel, and Cameron Brown. After leading at Hawi, Faris Al Sultan has fallen behind and hurries into transition. Natasha Bodman of Switzerland has passed Nina Kraft and finishes first among the women. Her fellow compatriot, Karen Thurig, has moved into third place. Lori Bowden has lost ground and is almost 7 minutes behind Natasha. For the next hour, the bike finish is a maddening flurry as hundreds of speeding riders dismount and run toward the transition. Norman Stadler is in stride as he starts the marathon portion of the Ironman. Several minutes behind, defending champion Tim DeBoom establishes a confident pace. Belgium's Rutger Backe has made his move, and others, like New Zealand's Cameron Brown, are out to prove they can win. Peter Reed begins the run in 10th place, knowing he must make up 5 minutes if he's to catch the leader. Natasha Bodman starts her run with a confident smile. Nina Kraft is all business as she begins the final 26.2 miles. Karen Thurig is the third woman to start the marathon. Lori Bowden is more than 6 minutes behind Natasha, but don't count her out yet. In winning the 1999 Ironman Championship, Lori set the all-time women's record of 2:59.16 in the run. Triathlons are most often won or lost in the run. A marathon is tough enough anytime, but after swimming 2.4 miles and biking 112, running another 26.2 seems impossible. But this is the Ironman, and here, anything is possible. On the far end of Ali'i Drive, Norman Stadler is still leading by more than 2.5 minutes. Tim DeBoom is looking over his shoulder as he approaches the Ali'i Drive turnaround. He can feel Peter Reed getting closer. Tim presses through the turn, but Peter is relentless in pursuit. Rutger Backe also remains a threat to the leaders, as do Cameron Brown and Jürgen Zach. Hopes are fading for the other men's challengers. From here, time and distance become increasingly difficult to make up. Nina Kraft approaches Ali'i turnaround, having passed Natasha Bodman on the way. And although she's lost her lead, Natasha seems upbeat and confident. Now in third place, Lori Bowden has already cut more than 3 minutes off her deficit. At the turn, she looks determined to catch the leaders. Karen Thurig, Heather Fuhr, and Lisa Bentley are fighting to remain in contention. For most others, however, reality sets in. The leaders have opened up an insurmountable gap. The goal now, just to finish with the best time possible. The hot corner is a milestone for runners, and next to the start and finish, the most popular location for spectators. Here, Norman Stadler remains in the lead, with Tim DeBoom hot on his heels. Peter Reed is looking strong and seems to be gaining with every stride. Rutger Backe holds on to 4th place, while Cameron Brown and Jürgen Zach vie for 5th. From Ali'i Drive, runners travel up Hualalai Road, down Kuakini Highway, through the hot corner, up Palani Road, and out on the Queen K Highway. Nina Kraft continues to lead the women's field, but Lori Bowden has now moved into 2nd place after passing Natasha Bodman. Now alone on the Energy Lab Road, Peter Reed has left all other challengers in the dust. Norman Stadler faded, and Tim DeBoom suddenly and unexpectedly dropped out. Rutger Backe is in 2nd place, but too far back to challenge Peter. The Energy Lab is where Ironman champions are made. And speaking of champions, Lori Bowden has taken a comfortable and ever-widening lead over Nina Kraft and Natasha Bodman. Back in Kailua-Kona, a Hawaiian-style celebration is underway as Peter Reed runs into view along Ali'i Drive. The cheers from the crowd are almost deafening. Peter, who started the run in 10th place, just kept on going and going and going as the competition faded under the weight of his relentless pursuit. With Hawaiian warriors guiding the way, Peter waves a Canadian flag as he runs triumphantly toward the finish line. He crosses in victory for the third time, finishing in 8 hours, 22 minutes, and 35 seconds to become the 25th Ironman Triathlon World Champion. Almost 6 minutes later, Rutger Bakke finishes second, with Cameron Brown finishing third. The excitement continues as Lori Bowden appears on Ali'i Drive. She seems surprised, almost giddy, as if she never expected to be here, leading at the finish. Lori is approaching the finish line as if floating in a dream. She's light on her feet as the crowd goes wild. Overjoyed, she breaks the tape to finish with a time of 9 hours, 11 minutes, and 55 seconds. Lori Bowden is the Ironman World Champion once again. Natasha Bodman finishes second, and Nina Kraft third. Although Peter Reed and Lori Bowden now hold the title, every Ironman finisher is a champion in their own right. There are no slackers in the Ironman. Only the best of the best are fit enough to survive and finish the Ironman Triathlon World Championship. To these super athletes, champions one and all, we raise a cheer in celebration of their extraordinary achievement and personal triumph. Congratulations